Up and running. Are we up? And are we running? Okay. Says I'm live. Okay, are we up and running? Come on, really? Okay, there we are, there we are. Okay, is it showing? Don't do this to me, Twitch! Don't do this to me! Come on! Come on! Is it just showing dark? Okay. Apparently Twitch does not want to play nice with my phone. So I'm gonna have to go with plan B. Okay. And yeah, the one time I get a blanket so I can cover my legs so I'm not feeling cold, I basically have to do this. I have to get up and I have to check my computer. Okay, let's check the computer. And here, I'm going to get hit with this massive feedback. Actually, no, I can mute it. I can mute the sound on the computer for the time being. And yeah, tell me about all the things. Tell me about the scans and the like, cause gotta see that scan. Okay. Why the heck does my phone do this to me? Where it's like, oh hey, you can't see the actual stream. I'm getting a black screen on my phone. Okay. Good. Okay. Yep, we're all good. So without further ado, actually, wait, let me just move my chair to the side so that way I can do some weird thing with being able to see. There we go. And my controller's on the other side. This has to be a record for the longest intro. Tilt that over. Okay, get my blanket back on. And without further ado, hey people, CzarThwomp here, and welcome to episode 7 of MH3U. Last time, we repelled the Sedeus and saved Moga Village, and that got us access to high rank quests. So anyways, off camera, I went and I hunted high rank Baroths, and got a full set of Baroth armor. So now so basically it's pretty much the exact same as our previous set, except now we have Attack Up M. Though I did have to put on the Hunger Gem, so you can't avoid that. But hey, all the more power. Okay, so anyways, for our next quest, we're going to be going with, not that one, Jaggia Menace. I have to move the chair back. I'm sorry if that means I can't really respond to comments. It's just that I need to have it where this chair isn't blocking my view, and plus, seeing that out of the corner of my eye, in terms of sounds, come move back! Move back, chair! Oh great, now it's tugging. Okay, there we go. So anyways, I did mention this earlier because this didn't really apply, but basically, in order to progress from one rank to the next, you need to complete what's known as key quests. You see, not every quest is created equal. where a good chunk of the quests that you'll find in a given rank, while they are helpful and you need to do them for the sake of completion, they really don't contribute to actual progression. You complete them and, well, you get nothing out of it outside of the rewards. But with key quests, once you complete all of them, that's when you're able to sorry. Yeah, we'll go with this one. But once you complete all the key quests, that's when you'll be able to move on to the next rank. We'll get the urgent quest. That's why when we fought, why we didn't have to fight that Agnactor, because basically it was not a key quest. Meanwhile, the Urigan was. So anyways, for this quest, all you have to do is slay 10 Jaggia. This is in fact a key quest. Now, the main thing that you should be... Now, you're probably wondering, why would a quest like this be a key quest? Well, that's because the game is trying to lure you. Notice how we weren't told that there were two monsters. We were only told that, hey, there's just the Jaggias and some unknown. Well, that's why this mission is here. So let's go over to Area 6 where we'll find the Jaggia. Wait, did I mute my television? I did mute it, but then I did not mute it. Okay, got one Jaggia. Not good! Not good! In fact, this is like the worst case scenario! Any idea what we should do, Hunter? I know that big brute! It's the devil, Jay! No, the Deviljho! I'm really drawing a blank here. Anyways, everything's a feast for that beast. It's got a bottomless belly. Get in its way and bam! You're an appetizer. Only a lunatic would hunt that thing. Your targets for this quest were just Jaggia, so back off and stick to the plan. Oh, Deviljho! That's what the monster is called. But who cares? Run! Flee! Yeah, basically this quest is brilliant. Because chances are if you're a first-time player, you're going to get your ass handed to you by that purple Ludroth, or at the very least, the purple Ludroth's going to give you a hard time. So you're going to be thinking to yourself, oh hey, I should create a new set of Jaggia armor. So basically you go in for basically the Jaggia, you're hunting things down. This quest is a nice easy one, so it's like, hey, go into it. So you go here and then bam, you get ambushed by the Deviljho. Basically, the guild sweetheart, she is not exaggerating. In this generation, the Deviljho can be absolutely brutal because this isn't like Gen 4 and follows where you have mobility on your side, you're able to just dash around and just run circles around the Deviljho. No, in this game, you're slower. So the Deviljho, but yet the Deviljho is just as fast as he's always been. So basically, if you're not prepared, that Deviljho can whoop you. And on top of that, the Deviljho is very much an ambush predator, where basically a good chunk of the time, you're going to be encountering the Deviljho as an ambush monster. In fact, basically, both of the key quests here, the Jaggia quest and the Crimson Qurupeco quest, can have you getting ambushed by this guy. Granted, with the Crimson Qurupeco quest, it's a little less likely because he has to actually do the Deviljho call. But basically, Deviljho, he can ambush you, and then it's 2 versus 1, and the Deviljho is very aggressive. So basically, the thing is, I love the Deviljho in this generation, because basically, this is where the Deviljho really was shining. I mean, heck, just listen to the Deviljho's theme. This is the theme of a monster that is going to kill you. This is a monster that's just jumping on the scene and is going to whoop you. So yeah, the Deviljho, very brutish. Well, kind of thing considering that it's a brute wyvern. The Deviljho basically is a big hitbox. It hits hard, and its main gimmick is that it's very prone to hunger. Where basically, just because it's fatigued does not mean that it's going to be weakened. In fact, the Deviljho is actually more dangerous when it's fatigued. Because, basically, the Deviljho will have defense down when it's fatigued. So couple that with its ability to hit hard, and you are not going to be in a good place. So what we're going to do is we are going to paintball this. Actually, no. Why would we want to paintball it? That Deviljho's not hurting us. At this point, Jaggia will spawn normally. Yeah, the one thing about the Deviljho is that it actually has some pretty good gear, so it's a bit of a trade-off. Where on the one hand, the Deviljho will whoop you, but on the other, just you can get some really nice material out of it. Though unfortunately, just at this point in the game, you are restricted to just Deviljhos appearing just mid-hunt. But don't worry, you'll get a Deviljho quest eventually. Granted, it's going to be very much later on. And not to mention, another thing about the Deviljho is that it actually has a weakness to tainted meat. Basically, if you combine meat with, say, tranquilizers, you'll get sleep meat. Which basically will have the effect of just a monster eats it, it goes to sleep. And considering how quickly the Deviljho is prone to hunger, you will be able to easily trick it out in that regard. Yeah, nice, Deviljho, nice. Back in the day, funnily enough, when I was playing this for the first time and I got ambushed by a Deviljho, I basically actually fought the Deviljho, and I won. It took me 50 minutes, darn it. But I managed to beat the Deviljho. And got 3 parts out of it, really. Actually, no, I didn't even beat the Deviljho all the way. I just wounded it and got some parts out of it. But still, I got a part out of it. Okay. Let's just wait a bit. Just 2 more and we'll have this quest done. It's kind of interesting how they're actually fighting. What are you even eating? You're eating nothing! This thing's just on a warpath against Jaggias, but then again, the whole concept of the Deviljho is that it's this nomadic monster that eats everything in its path. Funnily enough, this is actually the best time to fight a Deviljho because you don't have to worry about actually getting hit. But arguably one of the deadliest things about the Deviljho is its weird body shape. Whereas this hulking monster, but yet you have so few areas you can actually hit it. The main spots are the head, the legs, and the tail. You can't hit the pickle. Okay, King Scarab, Calibidor, Honey. Oh yeah, off camera I also did pretty much all of the donations that we had on our agenda. The Honey box, for instance. So anyways. Okay. Let's go turn in these items, and then we'll knock out the next one. So in regards to high rank, basically, high rank and beyond, my main focus is going to be on going after the key quests. Because the thing is this, with high rank, once you see the monsters in low rank, they're pretty much not going to be all that different in high rank. And in G rank as well. Essentially, the big difference is that they hit harder and they take a lot more to go down. So with that said, I'm a little less inclined to show off monsters that we've already hunted because it's like, oh hey, here's another Rathian, here's another Rathalos. Unless it's a required quest. So basically, for example, that's why even though I hunted a Royal Ludroth for that Torn Sack for the bread donation, likewise, I hunted a Baroth for the armor. I'm not going to show that kind of thing on camera, because basically, you've already seen it. Once you've seen one Baroth hunt, you've seen them all. Okay, so anyways. Our next one, Bye Bye Bloom. The Crimson Qurupeco is very similar to the Purple Ludroth in that its main thing is that basically it's the same monster but with a different element to it. In the case of the okay, do we have Oracle or no? In the case of the Crimson Qurupeco, it is an electric monster. Unlike the regular Qurupeco, which is fire. Though you would think that the Crimson Qurupeco would be a fire monster, considering basically, well, the reddish color. So suffice to say, just getting a little electric resistance is a good thing. I think it's gonna spawn here, but yeah, it's spawning here. Oh, my aim is horrible. Not to mention, in addition to the difference in... Okay, that was not the Deviljho scream. That was just the Roggy scream. And here comes the lightning. Oh, this is not my hunt. Essentially, the Crimson Qurupeco is basically a Qurupeco as a large monster. It's got wind resist, it's got wind, it has the ability to whap you with a tail. I thought you would walk into it. Yeah! And it has that Gypsaros flash to it. Huzzah! The Gypsaros slash Gobel flash. Don't you walk forward? At least I got one hit off it. Okay, good. It's starting to get hungry. Oh crap, it's something in the Deviljho. And the thing about the Deviljho is this. Its theme will supersede everything. Stop summoning him in! Why would you keep summoning in the Deviljho? At least one good thing is the Deviljho can't swim. That would be just... Yeah, thankfully, unlike the T-Rex, the Deviljho is unable to swim. Yeah, could you imagine basically you'd think, oh, I can escape, but he's swimming, and then all of a sudden, just the Deviljho just starts paddling. He starts waddling forth. And this is and this brings up another strategic point about the Deviljho. Bring dung bombs. Because you don't want a Deviljho just hanging around you while you're trying to hunt another monster. Okay, we're gonna wait for the Deviljho to back away. Or at the very least, the Crimson Qurupeco to back away. Oh crap, they were just hanging out right at the entrance! Oh, did I mention that the Deviljho can breathe dragon breath? It can breathe Dragon Element. Basically, Dragon Element inflicts Dragon Blight. And Dragon Blight will basically make it where your elemental strikes do nothing. Basically, you have an element to your weapon, it's gone. No chip damage from fire, nothing. So basically, if you are relying on that sort of elemental build, Dragon Blight can be absolutely dangerous. Thankfully, Dragon Blight is arguably the rarest of the Blights, so you don't have to worry about it too much. It's only on just some select powerhouse monsters. Stop summoning him in! Oh, this is not even a good area! No! But one good thing you can actually do, while it doesn't appear that the monsters do any damage to each other, they can actually hurt each other. So if you have two large monsters constantly hanging around each other, you can actually use them to fight each other, like you would in a later entry in the series. See, look at that. The Deviljho actually managed to knock it down the Crimson Qurupeco. Oh no, our secret stash was stolen. Whatever we do, how will we live without our accounting items? And thank you, Windows Defender, for being the Deviljho of software protection. Where it's like, your scan was good! Okay, we need to get out of here. Where'd the Crimson Qurupeco go? So everyone just left. Everyone just left the area. It would be nice if we got a Deviljho gem out of that, getting a 1% drop on it. Okay, nothing over there. Area 2, perhaps? Or maybe Area 1. Now, if it was just the Crimson Qurupeco, we could easily take that thing on our own. But with the Deviljho skulking about, that has made all the harder. The game knew. It knew that the Deviljho, it could be coming. It's coming for you, it's coming for your crops, it's coming for everything you know and love. But it's just so nice having that map. Just being able to see all the areas, how they connect. I don't want to hunt you right now, Deviljho. I just want to go and hunt the Crimson Qurupeco. I just want to hunt a Crimson Qurupeco. There we are. He stole our ancestral pickaxe! Go Deviljho, kick his ass! Where are you flying off to? Where are you flying off to? Where are you flying off to? Oh no, you don't! You are not stealing the ancestral pickaxe! That was given to us for free! No! No! This is what I meant by the Deviljho being at its apex in this generation. Because basically, you don't want the Deviljho there. He's gonna come. He's like a boogeyman. Game 4th, 5th, 6th, you game 4th and 5th generation where basically it's like, oh hey, the Deviljho. Yeah, he's this strong monster, but at least he comes to you on your terms. This generation, it's like the Deviljho chooses when he's gonna hunt you. You are the hunted. He is the hunter. You are the hunted. You are the monster that he's going to hunt. Oh no! I was trying with the dung bomb so we could get out of here! Get out of here! And even then, the Deviljho may choose not to leave! Okay, got some pretty good licks in. Okay, nice! I thought there was a lot more to it. I'll take it. As you can see, you can also find high-rank Slagoths in the Flood Forest, which you'll need for that bread. Considering that we were basically under attack from a Deviljho the entire quest, that actually went pretty well. But yeah, just the Deviljho is the ultimate ambush predator, where basically it will haunt you. You will, at one point or another in this game, you will have it where you'll be just minding your own business, hunting a monster, and then all of a sudden, boom, boom, boom. Okay. And there's just one quest left in this rank. And that quest is to hunt and we'll talk about it when we actually get to it. There's some stuff we need to do first. Okay. Okay, we have nothing else we need to worry about too much. Hey Hunter, folks have been hearing strange cries from Moga Woods again, this time at night. How about they're hearing Crimson Qurupeco calls? The beast must have a nest somewhere. Expect to spot Crimson Qurupeco's in the woods from now on, even if you're not on quest. You can count on me to stay on top of this, so keep checking on the Moga forecast. Okay, let me just check one thing. Okay, resource info. Crimson Qurupeco, 400. Yeah, just because a monster is high rank does not mean that it's going to be granting you more resource points than basically the low ranks. Where basically where a low rank Logiacris is going to give you more points than basically a high rank Crimson Qurupeco. And likewise, a low rank Great Jaggia is going to give you the exact same points as say a high rank. Okay, so let's forge armor. Anyways, the regular Crimson Qurupeco, basically, same sort of thing. It gives you Maestro, wide range, very good for a Hunting Horn build. And also Psychic, basically. Where... Okay, so basically... Psychic basically will give, at its most basic level, Psychic is essentially the exact same effects as Oracle, Feline Oracle. And then Auto Tracker basically gives you that effect full time. Meanwhile, a Crimson Qurupeco's armor will give you just different skills. Basically Defense Lock, it's not one of those skills that you're going to be actively hunting for, where basically all it does is prevent it where a defense down you can't get defense down. When resistance, that can come in pretty handy when basically you're dealing with flying monsters, since you're not going to get pushed around. Expert, always a useful one, and also wide range. And as you can see, just some slight differences in terms of the color schemes of the armor. Let me just check to see the weaknesses. As you can see, a regular Qurupeco is at its weakest to ice, with a little bit of weakness to water, resists fire. Meanwhile, a Crimson Qurupeco is a little weak to fire, but it's still very weak to ice. So just always keep that in mind of what element you're going into a fight with. Okay, and let's go for that last quest in 6, which is going to be not this, not this, not this, definitely not that, not that, not hunting 2 Ozeroses, though that is a pretty handy quest to just get some good starter high rank armor. Anyways, we're hunting a Pink Rathian. Basically, Pink Rathian, pretty similar to a regular Rathian, except a little bit trickier in terms of just its overall attack patterns. I think the Rathian is going to appear within the Waterfall Cave area. Yep. Thank you, Baroth armor. As you can see, the big thing about the Pink Rathian is that she has that whole crisscross applesauce poison attack. Okay, you're not gonna poison me again. Oh, yeah! Oh, thank you, block. Auto block may not be glamorous, but darn it, it does come in handy. Okay, let's heal up. Ah! Oh, now you heal me up, Cha-Cha. You taunt me with heals. Okay, let's do a sharpen. At least the Pink Rathian can't summon in the Deviljho. Too bad we can't mount in this game, because that stump would have been perfect to just start jump spamming. Oh, nice. Okay, good. Good to see. Good to see. Oh, nice. Okay, good. We got that third hit off. Okay, let's go over there and tag her. Yeah, for a fatigued monster, you sure can charge. At least we got some good blows off on it. That was nice. That was nice. Okay, from the look of it, she's going back there to eat. Oh crap, crap, crap. Help! Kayampa! Kayampa, save me! No, Kayampa! Get her off me! Kayampa, you're not a pro! She's really hanging on. I'd say that was a pretty cool looking fireball. That's actually the farthest I've ever seen a fireball get launched from a Rathian or a Rathalos. I'm sorry, just after a 15-minute hunt, I start to get a little fatigued. I mean, it's one thing when you're going up against the likes of a Durembros or just a large Elder Drag, where it's like, okay, I know that this is, I'm in for the long haul. But when it's a Pink Rathian, that's when you start to feel, that's when you start to question things a little. Okay, we're gonna wait for her to land and fall asleep. Go to sleep, little girl. Okay. Why? Freaking Jaggies! They had zero reason to attack! Why are the Jaggies attacking an apex predator? Why? Why would they do that? We could have gotten a powerful attack off on that. We'll definitely take that. Good timing! There's something I gotta tell you, Hunter! A Pink Rathian's in the forest! It's big, ugly, and pink! People start seeing Pink Rathians in the local woods at night. Those beasts have built a nest in there, I'll wager. Don't forget to always check the Moga forecast.
Why, hello there, Hunter. You just can't stop talking to me, can you? I guess I do have a certain special something.
Yes, you have the quest book.
Say, I bet you're up for a change of pace after hunting all those subspecies. You game for a different type of game? Your mouth says nothing, but your eyes say yes. So just for you, ta-da, a request to hunt down a regular monster. You'll be tackling a Plesioth, and here you thought you'd hunt nothing but subspecies from here on out. Surprised? So what exactly are we dealing with here? Pardon me while I crack open my in-depth and kind of heavy guidebook. Plesioth live near water. Also, they absolutely love frogs. Huh? Do you think they love frogs to eat, or just, you know, in general? Anyways, happy hunting!
Okay, so anyways, Plesioth. Everyone knows the Plesioth for one reason or another. Basically, the Plesioth is one of those old school monsters that basically managed to gain infamy due to a trait that was very common among monsters back in its debut days. Basically, the Plesioth has always had a funky hitbox with it, where basically you're not even near the Plesioth's hip check, and you just get sent flying. This was just an issue period with hip checks back in the day. But the Plesioth took it to a whole new level because just the hip check is one of the Plesioth's main attacks. But in this game, the Plesioth can be, it's a bit of a blessing and a bit of a curse. Because basically, when it's in the water, the Plesioth is surprisingly calm. However, on land, it's, well, the Plesioth. So from this armor, you get potential, basically. So your health drops below a certain level, you're going to get an attack boost, fire attack, basically increases your fire attack, and of course wind resistance. So without further ado, let's go and eat up. Okay, let's just check what we've got. We'll go for the attack up this time. Okay, send to the box. Okay, we have everything that we need there. Okay, Plesioth time. We're not talking to you. as for the Plesioth's range, it's pretty much identical to the Lagiacrus. So just go over to area 10 and you'll be good. The only difference is that, actually no, the Plesioth's range isn't the same as the Lagiacrus, because with the Lagiacrus it's a lot more land-based. It'll go to area 5, it can go to area 9. But with the Plesioth, it's purely by the water. And as for that bit about it liking frogs, if you bring a frog with you, you can use it as fishing bait. And another thing about the Plesioth, it's very weak to fire, so pretty good for us. And yeah, it has a water attack much like the Cedeus, only unlike the Cedeus, his water attack will just come out very quickly. Plesioth in this game is pretty fun to fight with a hammer, because basically that head is just right for the hitting. Come on. Look at that, the freaking Plesioth's hitbox. The tail wasn't even touching us, and then just bang. Of course it swims away right before we unleash the level 3 charge. Thankfully, a Plesioth is a lot more annoying than it is dangerous when it's in the water. Or if you can deal with a Lagiacrus, you can deal with a Plesioth. However, when the Plesioth is out of the water, that is a very different story. And that story ends with disgruntlement. Now, you would think that the Plesioth would be just relatively limited outside of the water, but no. Look at it. It's sliding. It's just zipping around. It's got that lanky hitbox. It just went out of the water just to dive back into the water. What is this Plesioth even doing? At least it's not diving. Okay, are you going to stay in one place? Come on! Okay, at least the Plesioth is starting to get hungry. Okay, it's enraged now. at that. The Plesioth trying to just pot shot us from the water. Yeah, real class act move. Okay, let's heal up. Ugh. Okay, let's go and just sharpen up. Okay, that was all me. I'll take blame for that hit. Okay, nice. Broke the other fin. Oh, that Plesioth has to be on the ropes. Okay, let's go and just refresh our air. Though on a different subject, I can only imagine just how hard it would be to swim in that armor. I mean, just look how thick and bulky that armor is. Okay, my blanket's slipping. I'm sorry if I don't seem as lively as normal. It's just I've had a long day and I'm feeling pretty tired. But hey, I want to hunt. If I'm going to get my ass handed me by a Plesioth. Hopefully, after this blow, you shall fall and never get up. It's dying. Kill it. It's showing vulnerability. Though it would be nice to get our hands on the on some Brachydios material. Thankfully, it'll be coming up soon enough. Nice! Cha-Cha! Cha-Cha delivering the final blow, or was it Kayemba? I'm going with Cha-Cha, just because Cha-Cha is my preferred Shakalaka of choice. So as you can see, the Plesioth is one of those monsters where it all boils down to patience. Where basically if you're running in gung-ho, you're trying to just fight aggressively, you are not going to be coming out on top. That is why I like the Greatsword. Because yes, even though the hunts do take longer, the Greatsword encourages you to be a little more defensive. It's not like Hammer where when you're a Hammer user, your best defense is your offense. You are going on that monster, you're sticking to that monster. The part that you're focusing on is the part where all the monster's attacks come from. Meanwhile, with a Greatsword, you can afford to just focus on just the monster as a whole. Okay, we don't really need stamina drain. When it comes to just your talismans, you're just looking for the skills that you think that, hey, I could potentially be using this in the future.
Ooga ooga! On previous adventure, Cha-Cha finds Shakalaka famous golden mask, Shaka's Baka, but Cha-Cha triumph short-lived. Fire-breathing Wyvern Shakatak Shak-Cha. Then it's still Maskalaka, insult to injury. Naturally, Cha-Cha put up fierce fight. Cha-Cha throw rocks. Cha-Cha lunge like Tigrex into the air.
Now I can help imagine basically just... You know that one scene from Gravity Falls where Stan is recounting him trying to save Waddles from that pterodactyl? So I fought it, but he played dirty, poking Stan in the eyes through his glasses. And just Stan ripping off his shirt, revealing just this muscular body. I can just imagine Cha-Cha doing that. Cha-Cha, he just gets muscular all of a sudden, and then he lunges at the Rathalos.
Still, me not able to create Maskalaka. Not Cha-Cha's fault. It's Klutz Kayemba. And Shambo stumble in Cha-Cha's way. Me now be proud on the Maskalaka. But Cha-Cha regret nothing. Me grateful here for Shakalaka. Cha-Cha no dwell on past. Inside me busy brain thinking no mask thoughts. Cha-Cha create much and many Maskalaka. In fact, recent walk down memory lane give Cha-Cha new mask idea. Ooga, inspiration Cha-Cha new mask, alaka. Idea for sure to steal Hunter's heart. Make enable grand and automatic. Steal all the valuables from Mocha Village. Steal all of their stuff. Make Shakalaka stealing materials easy breezy. Cha-Cha plans with the Chief Child Jr. You already see them, if not to have a look.
Yamba! Before Kayemba come to village, Kayemba use adventuring skills to fight ultimate mask. But then fire-breathing wyvern stole mask and flew away. Kayemba fight like wild badger, but no dice. Mask was gone. You know, hearing a line like that makes you think that basically just how much respect Capcom has for the badger. I mean, here you have this universe with Rathalos, the Logiacris, the Sedeus, Fatalis, Genmaron, Dire Morales, all these powerful monsters, Tigrexes, Zinogres, Deviljhos, and they get the Badger. But no dice mask was gone. If not for stupid Cha-Cha, Kayemba would have had mask back for sure. But past is past. Kayemba set it aside and put his eyes forward on brave new future. This is a good example of all Shakalaka. Now we go hunt down fire-breathing wyvern and get to back ultimate mask. Yo, I've been waiting for you. Your little Saya gave me plans for another new mask. I can make it as long as you bring me the materials. How about you get right on that, okay? See the village requests. Okay, so we need to hunt Volvidon parts as well as Gobles for the mock mealings. Plesioth has been seen! It's here, Hunter, it's here! The social event of the year is upon us! A Gen Moran has shown up in the Great Desert! Symbol of prosperity, they call it. Hey, works for me! But we'll need to build some seriously sturdy dragon ships to take that thing down. I've made us everything we need. Try to find time to get the stuff. It'd be a shame to miss the big Gen Moran hunt. So basically, you want to hunt a Gen Moran? Need to get the materials. So yeah, this isn't too bad. Just hunt a regular Rathian, hunt a Baroth, and you're good to go. Get some Caplite ore. Baroth ridges are surprisingly easy to get. Frankly, just funnily enough, high rank Baroth armor is easier to forge than low rank. Because with the low rank, you're dependent on getting bone L's, which you need to basically hunt monsters like Rathian in order to get. Meanwhile, basically, with the Baroth armor, let me just show you just what you're dealing with. Oh, by the way, Plesioth armor. Heat resistance, stamina, and strength. Basically, as you can see with this armor, all positives. Speeds, basically, just Plesioth armor is trap based because not only are you able to set up traps basically and just easier, faster, as well as create them faster, but you basically you also get more rewards from capturing. You also get stamina, which is always nice, and heat resistance, which makes it where you don't have to worry about having to just mess with just cool drinks. So anyways, Baroth helm. Basically, just Gangford on mud, some low-rank Jaggi skills. Chest. Oh, by the way, Slagoth armor basically gives you water attack, water resistance. Basically makes you water. As for Renapol's armor, it starts to get a little more useful, where basically you get you get fast charge, KO artillery. Yeah, so as you can see, basically just all the material, basically Baroth ridges, scalps. Yeah, just some monster bones here and there. Yeah, the hardest part is arguably getting the tail. And what you have to say? Oh, it's you, Hunter. Perfect timing. See, I've been fishing in Mogul Woods the other night, and I saw it, and I reeled in a Plesioth. That means you're sure to see Plesioth in the woods at night, too. I always suggest you check the Mogul forecast before you head out into the woods. So yeah, Plesioth is basically the nighttime variant of the Lagiacrus. Though hunting a low-rank Lagiacrus is a lot easier in regards to just getting those resource points.
Hi, Hunter. Congrats on the Plesioth hunt. It turns out you can actually fish out Plesioth by using a frog. Did you give it a shot? Why didn't I tell you sooner? What part of loves frogs did you not understand? But save your gripes for later. I just got word from the guild that the Sedaeus that the Sedaeus has knocked the whole ecosystem out of whack. New subspecies are running amok. Sightings after sightings keep rolling in. Those monsters aren't gonna hunt themselves, so we got work cut out for us.
Okay, so anyways, Rock Slide. This is the only key quest in this batch that basically is dealing with regular monsters. So basically, when you're hunting two monsters at once, while it may seem daunting, there is one perk. And that perk is that those monsters will have less health than normal. They'll balance out basically the whole 50-minute timer. Not to mention, just hunting a Jade Baroth, basically. We'll be doing that later, possibly in the next episode. And hunting a Baleful Giganox. Basically, a Jade Baroth is going to have is going to basically be the most drastic change from basically a regular species to a subspecies, because the Jade Balroth, well, you'll see when we hunt it, but basically the attack patterns are actually different. And as for the Baleful Giganox, it's basically a Giganox, but instead of poison, it uses electricity. So basically, it is better Kazoo. So let's go put that material away and go out and hunt some Volvies. Okay. Sorry, just wanted to check. We do have a regular Rathian quest, right? Okay, yep. So we're all set there. Yeah, but I'm kind of excited, basically, just being able to hunt our second Elder Dragon. Okay, we're already packing the hot drinks, so we don't have to worry too much. Okay, we'll go with Crazy Lucky Cat. See if we can boost our money out of this one. You know what the weird part is? There are actually 2 entire ranks in this game that have you hunting Volvidons as a key quest. I guess someone on the team just really liked the Volvidon. They were like, I believe in the Volvidon. I like that. They like the paralysis weapons. Oh, that was not a good move on my part. But hey, if we ever get into trouble, we can always just duck out. Come on, why did you do that? Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. And there's the second Volvi. When it comes to 2 monster hunts, it's always best to focus on 1 monster at a time. Don't just go and try to take them both on at the same time. It's better just to just knock one out and then focus on the other. Okay, good. Okay, good. Thank you. Ah. See, look at that. The Volvidons already almost dead. No, I think we'll have time to actually do the Jade Bar off. though, then again, no. By the time we finish this quest, it'll probably be about another 5-10 minutes. But then again, let's see how I'm feeling. Go, Kayamba! What are you doing, Cha-Cha? Darn it, Cha-Cha, Kayamba's upstaging you in your own Tojo. Yeah, just Kayamba whacking us out of the way before that thing could bane us. Carapace. Actually, yeah, I'm sorry if I keep on bouncing back and forth between this. It's just, for me, when it comes to the weekend, I just get this sort of live life to the fullest mentality. I'm like, oh, I should do this one quest before I go back to the horrifics of the work week. Especially after this week, which felt like an eternity and a half. Yeah, I'm making the right call not doing this, doing the Jade Bar off tonight. Of course I gotta get hit in the face with the stink. Okay, nice. Nothing like interrupting an annoying attack like that. Okay, just roll away from the exit. Stop fleeing the areas! What is it with this Volvidon? Just leaving areas every 5 seconds! Seriously, the Volvidon's like, I don't feel like being here. I don't feel like being here. I don't feel like being here. Don't cha-cha! Okay, let's heal up. Thank you, Kayemba. Okay. Let's give it approximately 10 seconds. Okay. 20 seconds should be more than plenty. we go. I've always liked the name of this, the Rick Rack. It's like the Rick Roll, but with a rack. You can get a Rick Rack a lamb on a Rick Roll. So anyways, once you get to a high rank, as you can see, the quests start to give you a lot more money. So with that said, if there's a monster that you don't particularly want to grind for, say Volvidon, go into that quest, hunt the Volvidon, sell all the items, and you can get some good money out of it. Oh there, hold up, I've got some news for you. I was out patrolling the woods after sundown when I caught a glimpse of a Volvidon. So don't be surprised if you start encountering Volvidons while you're out on one of those night hikes of yours. Remember, I'm a man for local knowledge. Check the Moga forecast before heading out. Okay, so anyways, let's check out that armor. Okay, Volvidon Helmet. Gives you attack, tremor resistance, and evasion. So yeah, pretty good hammer armor, believe it or not. Plus it looks pretty decent. It looks like a nice hammer armor set. But anyways, what I'm going to do is this. Off camera, I'm going to go and get the materials for these items. I'm going to go hunt a Rathian, hunt a Plesioth, and get some Cabalite ore so we can get the dragon ship duty, as well as go and hunt a Gobel so we can get the hides, so we can craft that mask. And then comes the points. Oh boy, the points. I swear, I can never really just farm points to save my life in this game. Okay. So with that said, I think that now would be a good time to end things off. I really appreciate that you came by to watch the stream. It was great having you, and I hope to see you next time. And if you're watching this on YouTube, I really appreciate it that you stuck around to watch this episode. You're a great viewer, and I hope you come back for the next one. If you'd like to be like, subscribe, comment, share, do whatever you want with that. I'll see you next time. Bye.